O kia ora koutou katoa, no mai hara mai I tēnei pō, mo te kemu o Poiuka. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It is opening day, baby. Yes, that's right, opening day here. And we've got ourselves a good one in the U17-19 boys division. It'll be Northcote taking on Northcote. The older team, the under-19s, it's the Giants. They are taking on the Cubs, which is the under-17 side from Northcote. Thank you for joining us here this evening. Great to have you along in Pure Athletics Sports Stadium here at Rosedale Park on Auckland's North Shore. I'm Jason Gerbes, aka Chopper, on behalf of Beyond the Dugout Broadcasting. Fantastic to have you along here for tonight's matchup. I'm just going to check to see if there was a score in the first innings, and we'll just pop down to the score and just get that checked for us. I'll give you the lineups while we're getting that score checked for you. The defensive lineup for the team out there on the field, that is the Giants. They're on the field. Remember, that's the under-19 side. Left to right in the outfield for the Giants this evening would be Phoenix Nida, Keegan Burgess, and at right field today is Brodie Donald, I believe. And I'll just double check that for you. Looking out there, looks like maybe a late change. Brodie Donald has gone to centre, and Cole Fuller is in at right field. Hot corner third base of them will be the youngster Morgan Seymour. Noah Reid will be the starting shortstop here for the Giants side out there in the field, and Corbin Dudley will be starting second base. Burgess has made the move from centre. He's now at first base. And behind the dish doing the catching will be Morgan Natana Wihungi. On the hill will be the big tall right-hander. It is Ty Rhodes. A couple of boys on the bench for the Giants to start this one. Eli Wharepodi and Troy Ray. And we'll round out the roster for Wayne Rhodes, head coach for the Giants this season again. The batting side here will be the Cubs. They're on the third base dugout in the bottom of the first innings here. They'll be led off by the shortstop, Tane Wilson. Jackson Brown will get the start of second base at hit 2 today. Jackson Gerbes will be starting on the hill and hitting in the 3 spot. Kyle Tonkin, new player over to Northcote this year, moved over from Mangere. He will be doing the catching and hitting a clean-up. Mason Reid will be hitting 5 today, the centre fielder. Otis Packer will be at third base hitting 6. 7 will be a new player into Northcote. Jack Mallis making the move from Falcons. He'll be starting at left field. Vico Hartley-Carter will be at first base and hitting 8 today. And Fletcher Irvine rounds out the batting order for the Northcote Cubs side. Tiger Jury and Reeve, which I believe is Tumanako. Kere will be on the bench, as well as Tyrell Lee. So 3 players on the bench for the Cubs here this evening. 2 for the Giants. It is 2-0 the Giants leading after the first innings. We'll just pop the scoreboard up for you. Bottom of the first innings now. Ty Rhodes facing Tane Wilson. First pitch is just to the side for a ball. This one comes through to level the count 1-1 here. This is the U17-19 boys competition. Run on a Friday night here, 6 and 8 p.m. time slots. We'll have a second game here this evening as well. I play for an hour 45 or 7 innings, whichever comes first. And we see the first out there recorded by Ty Rhodes. So 1 away here in the bottom of the first innings. It'll bring up second baseman now, Jackson Brown. That second match on this evening, a new team into the competition here at North Harbour. Metro will take on Roosters at 8 p.m. Of course, over on Diamond 2 this evening is the under-15-17 girls competition. It is East Coast Bay's Jaguars taking on Roosters. You can find that live stream on Beyond the Dugout broadcasting YouTube channel. There's a separate stream for that one. No commentary, just a one camera situation for you this evening on that. But good to give some coverage for the girls on Diamond to Leveloff Field. Freeman Field here though. And Rhodes just rears back. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. 3 straight pitches and 3 strikeouts. Going to have the instant replays running for you here today. As the starting pitcher, Jackson Gerbes, comes into bat here. That one comes down the edge of the zone. This one's up in the air. We'll go foul out of the players. Cole Fuller will go ranging over for it. See, Gerbes just got on the back end of that one just a little too early. I'll find me another piece of paper. They're all gone. Got tidied up today, but need one to write on if there is. So 2 strikes here, 2 away. And change of pace just misses the zone. Boy, oh boy, that was close. This one down low. Two balls and 2 strikes to count here. Ty Rhodes, big tall right-hander for Northcote. With a lot of promise. This one to second base. Right there is Dudley, and it's a 1, 2, 3 innings here, and we are all done. Back with more action at the top of the second in just a short moment.
Jack Links presents Messin' with Sasquatch.
Watch this.
Don't mess with other snacks. Choose Jack Links jerky made with 100% beef.
The decisions we make matter. The cloth you put on your back, that comes from somewhere. Ours is Ecotech, and it comes from here. One of these equals 38 of these, not in landfill. High-performance fabric worthy of what you stand for.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to Pure Athletics Sports Stadium here on a Friday night action of opening weekend for all of the grades here at North Harbour Softball. Of course, the Premier men and reserve men and women have been underway for 4 weeks of competition already, but the rest of the competition get underway here today as just going over the top of that one, and he will round third base. And a good lead-off hit here for Corbin Dudley. Let's have a look at the batting lineup for you for the Giants that are batting now, the under-19 side. So Corbin Dudley batting, he'd be followed by Keegan Burgess in the 7th spot. Hitting 8 today is Phoenix Nida. Brody Donald will round out the batting order. Top of the shop is Cole Fuller. Morgan Natana Wihongi hits 2 today. Morgan Seymour, the third baseman, will be hitting 3. Noah Reid in the cleanup spot. Ty Rhodes hits for himself in the 5 spot for the Giants. Defensively for the Northcote side, left, right in the outfield, Jack Mallis at left field today. Centre is Mason Reid. Starting right fielder is Fletcher Irvine as that one goes back to the screen. Hot corner third base is Otis Packer. Starting shortstop Tane Wilson today with Jackson Brown at second base. And over at first is back playing softball after a couple of years hiatus, VK Hartley Carter. So great to have him back. High hopper. Hartley Carter will have to go himself, and he does. But the Giants do convert that run from third base as Dudley comes in, and they lead the ball game now 3 runs to 0. You see on the replay there. That'll bring up to bat here Phoenix Nida. It's finishing that defensive lineup for the Cubs, the under-17 Cubs out there in the field. It was Hartley Carter at first base, so he took that out. Behind the dish doing the catching today, new player to Northcote, Kyle Tompkin. And on the hill is the left-handed Jackson Gerbes. So top of the second innings, 3 runs to 0 here with the Giants leading the Cubs. Thank you for tuning in this evening here, ladies and gentlemen. Great to have you along for it. This one just clips the outside edge. One away here. You can see that's Diamond 2 action. Remember, over on Diamond 2 is the East Coast-based Jaguars taking on Roosters. We'll try and get some updates as we go forward for you there. And we see Nida go out on strike, so 2 away here. And it brings up the bat Brody Donald as this one comes through the zone. Young Brody Donald, really recognised for his umpiring prowess over the last handful of years. Really coming up the ranks well as a youngster. 16 years of age is Brody. And he gets to play softball. He chooses to play on a Friday night in this competition, so he at least gets a chance to play the game as well. Been playing ever since he was a young fella. Real handy, very intelligent player is Brody. And as I mentioned, an outstanding young umpire on the way through. So really, really cool to have him getting his softball in here tonight. Outside edge, can't quite clip the zone. That'll move the count. 3 balls and no strikes. So Donald doing a good job here. 2 away, top of the second innings. This one comes through the edge of the zone, so 3-1 the count now. Don't forget, coming up later tonight at 8 p.m. will be the second match of the U17 19 boys competition. The new club into the association, Metro, taking on Roosters. Really looking forward to showcasing those young men here this evening as well. Ball low allows Donald to pick up the walk and head on down to first base. And that'll bring up top of the shop here. Right fielder, Cole Fuller. And a swing and a miss just over the top of that one from Fuller. Just backs back and resets himself. This one just punished into the leg of Fuller. Those aren't fun, that's for sure. He'll look to shake that off and get back in. In the hole though, 0-2, 2 away here. And can't get the outside edge, and that'll do us here through the top of the second innings. Not before they pick up a run as Corbin Dudley's triple is converted from Keegan Burgess. 3 runs to nil. It's the Giants leading the Cubs.
Are you lot in the travel game then?
Yeah, how's the travel?
Oh, wow, you're still in business, eh? Because I thought you would have gone the way of the dinosaurs by now.
Sorry?
Okay, so look, I'm checking out flights to South America online. Oh, Buenos Aires. Oh, yes, please, a bit of a tango. Then Iguazu Falls, Cusco, fly down to Rio, then home. 20 minutes, I'm sorted. That's the way to go.
All separate tickets.
Whatever.
Pricey?
$4,000.
Have you booked yet?
Yeah, soon.
Only I could save you $900.
Really?
Might see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
See you guys.
Who's that? Oh, that is Lucy. It's my travel agent. Yeah? Oh, yeah. The way to go. You guys are doing a great job. All right, keep it up. Brilliant.
The decisions we make matter. The cloth you put on your back, that comes from somewhere. Ours is Ecotech, and it comes from here.
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here in the you're in the bottom of the second innings, and just underway here for the first out from Kyle Tompkin. Great to have you along with us. That'll bring up the bat here for the under-17 Cubs. It'll be Mason Reid with his debut for Northcote on loan from Falcons this year. Great to have young Mason involved with the club. He's a good kid, listens well, respectful. I think he's going to fit in just perfectly at Northcote. Fouls this one off as Ty Rhodes continues. Ty Rhodes had a heck of a season last year, played all the representative grades and also represented Westlake in the secondary school national championships. Picked up the national title, did Ty, and the Westlake team. He's had a good year. Went to the Westlake Boys Sports Awards last night. And plenty of awards given out, but everyone waits for that very last award, Sportsman of the Year. Very happy to say softballs, Northcotes, Ty Rhodes picked up Sportsman of the Year at Westlake Boys last night. Big ovation, haka tautoko after him being awarded with his parents up on stage. A moving segment there for the tall right-hander. Also, one comebacker straight to him. That'll take care of two quick outs here. As Reid is retired on the way to first base. And that'll bring up Otis Packer. Young Otis Packer, an enthusiastic young man. Likes to back himself, and I like that about young Otis. Really looking forward to seeing where he can take his softball. This pitch is outside, so that'll level the count here, 1-1. 2 away here at bottom of the second innings. The under-19 Giants out in the field, leading 3 runs to nil. A bit confusing with the tops. I assure you that'll be taken care of next time around. Get the Giants in a grey top. So you can see the grey in the scoreboard. But it's opening day, and of course, opening day, first time for these young men to take the diamond. This one outside, good, patient, good eyes from young Packer. This one just skims off the glove and to the fence, and Packer's rewarded with a walk here. So down to first base he goes. Here's a threat to run, Packer. 2 outs here, so they might be a little cautious. Coaching staff for the under-17 Cubs this year. Head coach Nick Lanigan over at first base. And Jesse Fuller. Premier players giving back to the youth in the club, so great to see. As stepping in now will be Jack Mallis, starting left fielder for the Cubs. Pick-off attempt to one, and he's off. I told you, Packer's a threat to run, and he causes some confusion. Down to second base, he is rewarded. So scoring position now. Packer, I talked about him backing himself. He took that lead, and then held, waited for the throw to go to one, and then took off as the throw went to one. Put some pressure on them. A swing and a miss here. One ball and 2 strikes the count on VK Hartley Carter. Oh, sorry, it's Jack Mallis still batting here. Apologies. Jack, as mentioned, new player into Northcote, transferred over from Falcons this year. He's a good kid. Had a chance to do a bit with him at intermediate. As we see Rhodes come through, pick up another strikeout on the outside edge. That'll do us through 2 complete. Top of the third coming up next. The under-19 Giants leading the under-17 Cubs. 3 runs to 0.
Jack Links presents Messin' with Sasquatch.
Watch this.
Don't mess with other snacks. Choose Jack Link's jerky made with 100% beef.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. First pitch swinging is Morgan Natana Wihungi, and he will scamper down to first base as that one comes off the chest of young Otis Packer. So the catcher gets him started here. He'll be followed by Morgan Seymour, now Noel Reid and Ty Rhodes, the next three batters. Leading by 3 here is the Giants. Rise ball just buzzes the screen. Natana Wihungi down to second base in scoring position now. Drop ball just over the top of the zone from Morgan Seymour. Picked up one of the awards at Westlake last night for softball. Had an outstanding national championships. Batted 400. Top batter for Westlake boys, Ururoto. This one in on the hands. It'll bounce through the 5-6 hole. And Malice will pick it up and into second base. And allow Morgan Natana to come in home to score. And that moves our scoreline now 4-0. You better up in now for the boys. Noah Reid starting shortstop for the Giants. He steps in to go to work against the left-handing pitcher of Jackson Gerbes. This one drop ball bends on the outside edge. Gerbes been pitching all of his life pretty much. They start in the under 11 grade here in North Harbour, pitching. This one skids away, and that'll allow Seymour down to second base, so he's in scoring position now. Reid, it's a very good batter, and you can see an update from Diamond 2 there, Roosters in the red, taking on the I had them down playing East Coast Bays, but it looks like the Bandits over there. Hard throw! And he is safe, and a bang play at first base. Exceptional play from Tane Wilson at second base. There we go, the pitcher now, Ty Rose. They got them cornered with runners at first and third. This one just skids away and allow Reid down to second base. So 2 runners in scoring position now. Low seed here from Tonkin behind the dish, and a little change of pace gets it through the zone of Rhodes. Gerbes comes back to the mound here. 1 ball and 1 strike to count here. No outs. Top of the 3rd innings. Rise ball to the screen, comes back. Runner will get back to 3rd base. So 2 balls, 1 now the count on a beautiful evening here this evening. Opening Friday of the season. Rise ball through the top of the zone will pick up the 2nd strike. So 2-2 the count now. 18 degrees Celsius here locally. Not a breath of wind in the sky. And not a cloud either. Beautiful evening here for fast pitch softball. And change of pace. Gets away from the catch and they will score and they're all safe here. The Giants capitalise. They pick up their 5th run of the ball game as well. First here in the 3rd innings. This one just skids away and they will convert another run here, the Giants. And they'll just call time here. It looks like that one might have caught the umpire. We do have a good umpiring crew here this evening. Mike McCall out on the bases on the 3rd base side and calling the balls and strike. Just trying to shake off that ball. And you can see on the shoulder there is Bridget Baker. Top of the 3rd innings. 3 runs scored here in the 3rd. You just see they're taking a bit of time. You can see some update from Diamond 2 here. Roosters coming in to pick up a run. I had them down playing, and maybe I got that wrong originally. I had them down playing the East Coast based Jaguars. However, that looks like Bandits over on Diamond 2. Yeah, it looks like there's been a draw change. Has indeed. It is the Bandits over on Diamond 2 playing. We're just making sure the umpire's all right here. We'll just see if we can get a zoom and have a look at the umpires for you. Make sure she's okay. She's talking about her shoulder here, and I think it took quite the blow here. She's walking back. See, she's going to be okay. And like young Jackson Gerbes gives her a hug. Sorry, dear. She's like, it's okay. Inside, she's saying it's not okay. So, a runner at 2nd base here for the Giants. The shape of Ty Rhodes. As Corbin Dudley shapes up for a bunt. Can't quite get it down. Leading 6 runs to 0 at this point. No balls and 2 strikes to count. Change of pace. Just kind of fouls that one off. To stay alive does Dudley, but good to keep his hands back. This one just skids away. Rhodes will go down to 3rd base because of it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Opening day action, Friday night competition. U17 boys. This one straight back up the middle from Dudley as he'll punch the change up. And that'll play another run here. 7 now in total for the Giants. The top of the 3rd innings. It brings up the bat here for the Giants. This one just misses the top of the zone. Dudley will steal second base. Keegan Burgess batting now. Inside outswing, and Gerbes will take that and throw it over in time for the first out. Will allow Dudley over to third base, though, 60 feet away from their fourth run of the innings. 2 in the first, 2 in the second. 3 scored here in the third already as Phoenix Nida comes up to bat. One hour 45 competition games these are in the under 17, 19 boys competition. Same for the girls over on Diamond 2. This one back to the screen coming, and Dudley will score. So the Giants are really kicked off on the right foot here to start this season. Admittedly, they are, of course, an age group older, but they've got a good start here as well. This one comes through the zone. Can't quite catch up to it, and that'll pick up the second out here. So 2 away in the top of the third innings, as Brodie O'Donnell will step in for his second at-bat of this contest. As the shadows are starting to get longer out there here on Freeman Field, Diamond 1. This one comes through the zone, so no balls and 2 strikes. Donald in the hole here. Looks like there might be some defensive changes for both teams in the next innings. Change of pace, and good morning, good afternoon, and good night. That'll take care of business for the third out. That'll do the top of the third innings. Not before it is the Giants who picked up 4 runs here in the top of the third innings. We'll get that score check for you when we come back. The gentlemen did get that score confirmed for you. It was 8-0. 5 runs scored by the Giants at the top of the third innings to go with their 2 in the first and their 1 run in the second. We will see if the under-17 Giants can come back into this match in the bottom of the third innings. It'll be VK Hartley-Carter, Fletcher Irvine and Tane Wilson, 1, 2 and 3. Just have a look and see if there's any defensive changes out there for Northcote. Looks like no. Same lineup for the Giants out there on the field. We do have a couple of boys on the bench, Troy Ray and Eli Wharepauri. This one down low. Just outside here from Ty Rhodes, continue to work on the hill. There's Noah Reid, starting shortstop for the Giants. Quite accomplished soccer player as well as young Noah Reid. Drop ball just outside over the top of the zone. See him trying to get his rhythm. And outside hard drop ball, can't quite clip the zone, and so VK is rewarded with a walk down to first base. He goes. Brings up to bat Fletcher Irvine with a white helmet. Match his shoes, I suppose. Off and running is Hartley-Carter, and he is safe with a slide into second base. Let's take another look at that if we can, because real close play here. See the throw from Ngātana Wehongi, and then the slide just around the back door. That was close. Good slide by Hartley-Carter. So runner in scoring position. Shapes the bunt outside, and it just clips the zone. Two strikes the count here on Irvine. Drop ball over the top. Hartley-Carter's not mucking around out at second base. Italia. Kid's got a spring in his step. This one comes back to the screen. And Hartley-Carter, there's his spring we're talking about. He's got the step, he's got the spring, and he's now at third base, 60 feet away. Head coach Nick Lanigan just passing on his advice and tactical play in this situation. No outs here. Hitters count for Irvine, 3-1. This one just clips the zone. It'll fill the count now, 3-2. Likes the swing, does Irvine. When he makes connection, it does go. Inside set. The drop ball's just good from Ty Rhodes there. As he bears down to pick up the first out. Top of the shop now, Tane Wilson. One away here. Umpires just making sure they're on the same page. Tane Wilson, boy oh boy, had an outstanding softball season last year. Tournament team at the under-17s. As a U17 player. Tournament team at the U15s as well did young Tane Wilson. Great to see his progression. He's the younger brother of junior Black Sox star Levi Wilson. Riseball's good pick-off attempt to third base, and he's back in time. Hour 45 is the competition. 56 minutes gone in this game. course, the Giants will have an option potentially in the fourth innings if they can get ahead by 10 to terminate the game early at the bottom of the fourth innings. And Wilson. He'll have other things on his mind. Can't quite see there. Walk straight away. He agrees with the umpire. Yeah, that's a good pitch. Fair enough. Good pitch. I'll go back to the dugout. He'll hand the baton on. It'll be Jackson Brown now that'll step in. Opening run for the Cubs, just 60 feet away. This one down low. Ty Rhodes steps back now. Good connection by Brown. Looking for some dirt. He'll find it in the outfield. And just like that, in a blink of an eye, the double from Brown will collect their first run of the ball games for the Cubs. You can see there, just on the bottom of that drop ball, dunks it into the outfield, and around he goes. Scores the runner and the proceeds of Hartley Carter. He was good on the base bar, so they open their scoring here, 8 runs to 1. Jackson Gerbes steps in now. Ground ball to second base, and they'll get him out there. And that'll do the third innings. First pitch, but it's not before the Cubs. They pick up 1 run here in the bottom of the third innings. We'll head to the top of the fourth. 8 runs to 1.
Jack Links presents Messin' with Sasquatch.
Watch this.
Don't mess with other snacks. Choose Jack Links jerky made with 100% beef.
Oh, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. VK Hartley Carter, first baseman for the Cubs, out on the field there. Had an outstanding third innings. Got on base with a walk, stole second base, went to third on an out, and then scored on a hit from Jackson Brown. So they open their scoring here, 8 runs to 1. It'll be the Giants now batting. It'll be led off by their top of the order batter, right fielder, that is Cole Fuller. This one skids away. For those who don't know, Cole's dad is none other than the ever kind of funny looking guy, Craig. And all throughout the years, we both have 2 sons, the same age. Cole batting here and my son pitching. And there is also JP and Jesse. Anyway, throughout the grades, we would bet on their games. And, of course, tonight is no different. So there's a box of beer on this game. And at the moment, Craig Fuller's got an 8-1 lead at the moment. This one comes through the top of the zone. Of course, if he was here in commentary, which he was going to, but he's probably hasn't got past the shed. You can see Diamond 2 action. Brewster's taking on Bandits. A nice outplay at third base there. This one just skids over the top. Dane Wilson hasn't had dinner yet. He'll take care of his glove there. It's like beef jerky, really, isn't it? I wonder what flavour it is. A drop ball on the outside edge will take care of. Does that nullify the box to Craig Fuller right there? I don't know. So that'll bring up the bat here. Morgan Nantana Wihungi. Change up in the dirt, first pitch to him. Jackson Brown, the second baseman, looking on. This one just skids away. Nantana Wihungi got on base, came around to score back in the third innings. Would love to do that again here in the fourth innings. This one fouls off to the right side. See an inside-out swing from Nantana Wihungi. Of course, these two young men facing each other, Jackson on the hill and Morgan batting, made their Premier Men's debut a couple of weeks ago. Morgan catching, I think Jackson probably second base or outfield. Yeah, in one of the outfield corners, probably right field. Defensive change here for the Northcote under 17 Cubs. Get a new left fielder. This is a high hopper. That'll work for Nantana Wihungi. So he punches it to right field, to a new right fielder out there. Just going to try and get his shirt number if he turns around. I think the right fielder is Tumanako Kiri. The new centre fielder into the game is Tyrell Pepper Lee. Just need them to turn around so I can see the shirt number. There we go. There he is on the screen there. And straight to third base. Reed is over with a cannon from third base. Put a little something on there. So you see here, look at him, giddy up. Mason Reed throws a seed over to pick up the out. So number 70 at centre field. So it is Tyrell Pepper Lee at centre. And Tumanako Kiri, both of them making their debut softball appearance here tonight. Over at right field. Cousins. Both outstanding athletes and looking forward to seeing what they can do as we see Dane Wilson show us what he can do here for the third out. Up the middle and scoops it, throws it over in time for the third out. Got a good one going here. 8 runs to 1, and we will head to the top of the fourth innings. More action to come. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to Pure Athletic Sports Stadium. And it is the under-19 Giants that have marked their presence here. The score line, we'll put the scoreboard up for you. The score here is 8-1, the top of the fourth innings. We'll chuck the scoreboard up for you here, and as we get underway here in the bottom of the fourth innings for the Cubs, trailing by 7. They'll send up their new catcher, Kyle Tonkin. He'll face the relieving pitcher, number 20 into the game. Started at second base, did Corbin Dudley. He'll now take on the hill as they'll make a change defensively here, the under-19 Giants. Cole Fuller will switch from right field and come into second base. Eli Wharepoti will come into the ball game. He's out at right field. And into centre field for the Giants is Troy Ray. So everyone getting into the game here. Still got on the game clock officially, there's still 46 minutes left. So plenty of time. Just if the Cubs are going to need to score a couple of runs, keep themselves relevant in the score total. 7 is the difference after 5, they'll terminate early. So they're going to have 2 bites of the cherry, and they'll also need another defensive innings like the last one. 2 runs scored by the Giants in the first, 1 in the second, 5 in the third, but no runs scored in the fourth innings. A little drop ball action catches Tompkin watching. You can see that one right down Main Street. That'll bring up the bat here Mason Reed. Coming to third base with that defensive shift. Boy, did he throw a seed over from first base in that from third base in that last innings. Very, very impressive as Mason Reed. And ground ball over in time from Morgan Seymour, third base. Got a good young man as Seymour.
Still on 1. Going to 4. Nope. And 3 for the pitch.
First pitch to the new centre fielder, Tyrell Pepper Lee. Steps in to go to work here. Come into the ball game for Otis Packer. It was at third base, remember, with Reed moving to third base. And it allows Lee to come into the ball game. First 2 pitches he sees, he swings at. I like that. That's a real good sign. You want them to back themselves, don't you? And he swings again, can't quite make contact, but I like the first initial moment anyway for the young man. That'll do us through 4 complete. Top of the 5th. Coming up next, small action here live from Pure Athletic Sports Stadium when we come back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here, top of the fifth innings here. And the Giants have put on a good one. They scored 2 in the first, 1 in the second, 5 in the third. Held scoreless in the fourth. They gave them their 8 runs here going into the top of the fifth innings. The Cubs have replied with one of their own in the bottom of the third innings. That's the scoreline we've got now, 8 runs to 1. As Eli Wharepoti will step in to go to work. Wharepoti, just watching him here, of course it's going to happen naturally, but boy, his mannerisms are just like his older brother, Gabe. Shows bunt, and that one fouls off. Ready to go is Wharepoti. And a hitter's count, 3-1 here. Lead-off batter in the top of the fifth innings. This one to the edge, and Hill will drop down to first base. So, the top of the fifth innings here, they lead by 7 at this point, the Giants. So, an insurance run here in the top of the fifth innings, and they'll look to try and close it out in the bottom to terminate this one a little bit early. 15 minutes past 7 here, local time. This game scheduled to complete at 7:45, so 30 minutes left on the game clock. Moved nice and quick, even with 9 runs scored. Hour 45, I believe, is the time limit for this match. Off and running, and Wharepoti will steal it unopposed. First game out of the suitcase for these young men, so a couple of things to work on, as you always do in the early part of the season. But of course, the development is a key aspect. This one just comes off the glove. And then is allowed Wharepoti down to third base. Just 60 feet away here from that insurance run. No outs in the top of the fifth innings. Can't quite get the edge. And Corbin Dudley batting. 3-1 the count for Dudley. Drop ball, just misses it, Dudley. You can see right here underneath the drop ball. It's a good swing right there. So full count now, 3-2. And ground ball straight to second base, and they'll complete the out from Brown over to Hartley Carter. But not before they do get that insurance run as Wharepoti comes in to score. They lead now by 8, 9 runs to 1. Keegan Burgess will step in now. Umpires are just getting themselves. It's kind of pre-season-ish. They have been involved with the Premier competition. And they'll move across. Burgess now, 1 away. First pitch, straight off the glove, hard hit ball of Brown at second base, and he will be safe. That brings in Phoenix Naira now, starting left fielder here for the Giants. First pitch comes through the edge of the zone. Burgess will steal second base. That's one thing they'll learn as they go through the season. Up 8 runs to 0. 8 runs in the top of the fifth has probably put the steal away. Foul ball off the hands of Naira. Gets a signal from head coach Wayne Rhodes, nods. Yep, coach, I got it. Little change of pace. And it'll be the third strike. I'll throw down to first base to complete the out. So 2 away here now. I'll bring up to bat Troy Ray, who's into the ball game at centre field. Coming in for Brody Donald. This one off the glove. It'll just skid back out of the way. All set now. Troy Ray. This one skids through the legs. Burgess will hold up at third base. Very set now. 2 balls and no strikes. And it'll change of pace, floats it in there perfectly. Drop ball comes through, clips the bottom of the zone. That'll level it up now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here on the top of the 5th innings with Burgess 60 feet away at third base. Change of pace down in the dirt. The lights will come on a little bit later. Of course, 8 o'clock match coming up tonight. This one just misses the edge, and Ray is rewarded with a walk. So they've got them cornered here, as you can see, just a little too wide with the drop ball. They've got them cornered here with runners at 1 and 3. 2 outs here. As Cole Fuller will step in for another at-bat. 3rd time to this evening. A little high hopper in the foul territory though. We come back and reset here. No balls, 1 strike. 2 away here. 2 runners on. Inside out swing from Fuller will go foul down the right field line. Cole Fuller, young, gritty, young player. Can really game when he wants to. One of my favourites anyway, that's for sure. Rise ball. We'll take care of business, and we'll take care of the 3rd out as well. So that'll do us here in the top of the 5th innings. It's not before an insurance run comes over for the Giants. They lead 9 runs to 1. Back with more action, and the Cubs, they're going to need a couple. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here in the bottom of the fifth innings. Last chance Sunday here, or last chance Friday, really. We're talking about it because it's opening day here of the U17-19 boys competition here at North Harbour Softball Association. Bottom of the fifth innings here for the Cubs. Last chance. They'll trail by 8. They'll need to score 2 runs to keep this game going. And they've made a substitution here. Tying a jury will come in to lead off. As boy, he takes a cut of that one. He'll be followed by, he's coming for Jack Mellis. He'll be followed by VK Hartley Carter. Fletcher Irvine is coming out of the game. That'll be Tumanako Kere. So looking forward to Tumanako coming up. He'll be batting third in this innings. It'll be his debut at bat in the contest. He'll be facing Corbin Dudley, who continues to work as relief pitching here for the Giants. And gets him on one at the top of the zone. And Corbin Dudley, he's been pitching since he was about 7 years old, I think, from memory, when he first started, 7 or 8. And a couple of years away in Nelson. The mum and dad moved away for work. They came back after 2 or 3 years down there. Fine young man is Corbin Dudley. VK Hartley Carter. There's one away here. You can see it's starting to get a little dim under the light. We're going to turn the lights on, I think. This one goes just a little bit away. So 2 balls the count here on Hartley Carter. He scored their lone run, remember. Got a walk to first base, stole second, got to 3 on an out, and then scored off a hit from Jackson Brown. So on outside, he picks up another walk, does Hartley Carter. He's himself a good evening here as the first baseman for the Cubs. That'll bring up in his debut here, the young man coming up to the batter's box, Tumanako Kere. Debut game of softball. I think he played a little bit when he was a young fella. And looks comfortable in the box. Looks the first pitch is outside, and there he's enjoying himself. And Tumanako. That one's out. Oh, just gets called a strike. So good to see these boys new into the game. And a swing on this one on the outside edge. Still got that smile there, though. Look at that. Nice and whippy. Multi-sport talented player is Tumanako. Looking to add softball to that string of his bow. One on the inside edge as Hartley Carter will steal second base. That's 2 for him today. Let's take a look at that. So high pitch for the strikeout. Then Hartley Carter, boy, his slides have been on point today. This one back to the screen. So he's 60 feet away again as Hartley Carter. As Wilson this time an inside edge of the bat, and that'll fly out to the shortstop, and that'll do us here in this one. 9 runs to 1. The Giants, the under-19 Giants, will run out victors. You see that last out there into the safe hands of the shortstop. That is Noah Reid. So the old boys got her done. 9 runs to 1 here. Wayne Rhodes, head coach, behind them. And they are off on the right foot here. Now the 17 Cubs put up a gallant fight. They did pick up a run. Like the way Hartley Carter played today, that's for sure. Without a doubt, he's going to do good things. Great to have him back in the game of softball. And I'm sure they'll be looking forward to next Friday's competition, of course, right here at Pure Athletic Sports Stadium. Don't go anywhere though, ladies and gentlemen. We'll have a highlight package of tonight's match for you first. And then at 8 p.m, we've got the big one coming up. The new team, the new kids on the block. It's Metro taking on Roosters, 8 p.m. We'll see you shortly.